say somebody's name. I'm gonna say. Okay. Aubrey. Yeah, that's what it is.
On edge about this is your favorite. But my senior year, I just kind of decided I didn't say much.
Is she on there? I didn't know if she was already on there or not. She's not technically helping, so whatever.
Or are we pulling out to right directions?
Yeah, do we have any?
Hello? All right. Inductees, if you do not have a program, you will need to grab one of those from the back because it has the pledge on the back of the program that we're all going to do together kind of at the end of things. So if you have not already grabbed your program, please go ahead and do that now, and we'll get started here in just a minute. Thank you. Good morning. We're going to get this little ceremony started. My name is Adam Dan, and I'm one of the math instructors here at Gordon Cooper. I'm also one of the sponsors for the National Technical Honor Society. On behalf of the Gordon Cooper faculty and staff, we would like to welcome you all today to today's NTHS induction ceremony. It's an honor to have you all here and to recognize you as our outstanding students. Theron Kidd is going to come and start us off with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Will you please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the invocation.
Good morning. My name is Connor Murray. Please bow your heads as I lead us in prayer. Lord, as we gather here today to celebrate the induction of these new members into the National Technical Honor Society, we thank you for generously granting us the gifts and talents which enable us to be successful students and honorable individuals. We give thanks for your guiding hand in teachings, and we seek to make you proud in our pursuit of skillfulness, leadership, service, and character. In your name we pray. Amen. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good morning. I am Aubrey Wilkins. I'm a National Technical Honor Society member. I would like to welcome you again to our Technical Honor Society induction ceremony. I would like to thank Matt Stevens, our directors Ashley Fickner, Kelly Wilson, Jeremy Fry, and Superintendent Julie McCormick for helping with our ceremony today. The goal of National Technical Honor Society is to see that deserving technical students are recognized and that people of the community become aware of the talents and abilities of the young people and adults who choose technical education pathways to a successful future. The NTHS motto reads, Felicitas Menti Instructe Favor, which translates from Latin as success favors the prepared mind. The official NTHS slogan is, Excellence in America's workforce begins with excellence in workforce education. Again, we thank you for being here to honor and celebrate our achievements as students.
This year, we have asked our Assistant Superintendent, Roger Ferris, to come and share some words to you for your accomplishments and to give you some encouragement.
I'll lift this up just a little bit. I apologize for being a little less in voice than I normally am. I'm getting over a cold, so yes, I have a mint in my mouth, and I'll probably have to take a sip of water as I go along. But thank you for inviting me to be here and to participate in my final National Technical Honor Society ceremony. This is my last year. I'm retiring this year. And I'm excited about moving on, and I'm excited about seeing what the school will continue to do as it moves on. We are here because you are achievers in our school. You are the top in your class in the venue of taking tests and exams, and the projects and work that you do in the shops, and in the research that you've done, in your attendance, and in your overall impression with your instructor. These all play a factor in determining whether or not you will be selected as an NTHS member. So I congratulate you on that fact that you have reached that point. But along with that comes responsibility. So my talk today, I'd like to speak just a little bit on a couple of short statements out of 2 books that I have read and enjoy. And the first one says that the quote is, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose." Anybody know what book that is? Dr. Seuss, 1990. And I've read that book to my kids, and I really like that statement because you are the ones that have been blessed with those abilities mentally and through determination and skills to be the achievers. And you have that ability to choose your own direction and to decide where you're going to go and what you want to do. So I'm going to follow with a set of Seuss-like questions for you to think about as I discuss those. First, based on that fact that you can choose any direction, then so where will you go when you leave Gordon Cooper? Many of you are seniors this year, some are juniors, a few are sophomores. But as you leave this year or next year or the following year, where will you go? Will you go to work immediately after leaving here? Some will. Will you go and serve the country through the military? Will you enter apprenticeship? Will you go to college? All considerations that fall upon you this year or in the near years to come. So what will you do? Will you study if you go to college and continue to do well? Will you become a production worker and build wonderful items? Will you build houses? Will you be an engineer? Will you be a nurse? Will you be a doctor? Will you be a scientist? Will you be a chemist? What will you do? And with that then, so what will you change in this world? As a doctor or a nurse, will you enhance and better lives or even save lives? As an engineer, will you be the person that develops that next critical device or tool or technology that allows us to have better transportation, a cleaner environment, a safer workplace? Will you become a leader and lead others to greater heights so that they may achieve more than they would have on their own? A very important role for many of you that will come. Will you lead an army to victory? Or maybe you'll lead a team to a championship. So what will you change? More importantly, will you be willing to give a helping hand to someone else who's in need? Will you be willing to buy a meal for that hungry person on the side of the road or in the street somewhere? Will you give of yourself even when you feel like you don't have anything left to give? Because you are that group of people that stand at the top of the class that you represent. You will be those leaders and those people who push and make life better for everyone else. Whether you're ready for that or not, you need to understand that's the role that you will become to fulfill. Are you willing to put others ahead of yourself? Are you willing to put your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend ahead of yourself? Your parents, your children if you have them or when you have them, your neighbors, strangers down the street, the downtrodden, the addicts, the mentally ill, those that have far less than you. You are the individuals that will lead this world into success or tragedy by the stances that you take through your life. My generation has had its opportunities to do great things and to do poor things. And your parents' generation has done the same. And quickly it will be your generation's time to step up and lead this country either through your local community or your local work or your nation or your city or in the world. Somewhere you will have a role where you will take a stand. I hope you will take the stance for things that are right, things that are just, and things that make life better for others. There's a second quote that I like. It comes out of a book written about 2,000 years ago, and it says, "If any man desires to be first, the same shall be last of all and servant of all." As students who live at the top of your class, and those of us who at one time were achievers in that same realm, we all want to be first. Everybody wants to finish with the highest grade in the class. Everybody wants to get the greatest scholarship to go to college. Everybody wants to get the highest paying job. We all want to be first. But in that desire, we must moderate that with the knowledge and understanding that to truly be first, we have to be last. We have to put others ahead of ourselves in everything we do. I hope and pray on a daily basis that each and every one of you will put others first so that you may actually experience true happiness, because in the end, nobody wants to live a life of success and wealth and be terribly unhappy. There have been a lot of studies over the years since the early 60s up until even recently about happiness and who's the happiest person in the United States and who's the happiest person in the world. And I can tell you that for the majority of the times, rarely is it the person who has gone out and built giant companies and made tons of wealth. It's typically that person who's worked a hard life but has put others first. And if you go and look on the internet, you can read multiple cases after case of people who have been nominated or chosen as the happiest man of the United States, 1994, 2003. One gentleman in particular that comes to mind, I remember in the early 80s, he was a postal worker in Alabama or Georgia. African-American gentleman, he had just retired. He lived in a small house of about 800 square feet. He lived a very meager life. He did not spend a lot of money on himself. He had 3 or 4 sets of clothes. But he spent his life saving his funds and preparing for what he wanted to do. And in the end, he spent the rest of his life giving out full college tuition and scholarships to young men and women in his area that he deemed worthy of his support. And he had millions of dollars saved to do just that. And that one year he was rated as the happiest man on earth because he gave of himself to others before himself. So I'd like you to keep that in mind. It's always easy to get lost in the blur of life. It's always easy to get lost in that desire to achieve and to excel and to win at all cost. But use your intellect and your knowledge and your heart to realize that there's more to life than just winning the game. The most important things come with how you give of yourself to others. Congratulations. I appreciate everyone being here today, both parents and friends and other family members. And I am thrilled to help you be inducted into the National Technical Honor Society this morning.
I would like to thank Assistant Superintendent. I would like to thank Assistant Superintendent Ferris for taking the time to be part of our ceremony and for sharing those inspiring words. My name is Carly Owen, NTHS member. Alden Bingham and I will now share the 7 attributes of the National Technical Honor Society. In the center of the table is a lighted candle representing knowledge. Knowledge is familiarity, awareness, or understanding gained through experience or study. This candle represents the knowledge you have gained through experience and study in your vocational program. The first member attribute is skill. Skill is the use of knowledge to develop great ability and the expertise necessary to make a positive difference in a particular occupational field. We light this candle to represent skill. The second member attribute is honesty. Honesty is the quality of being truthful, trustworthy, and fair with everyone while at work or play. We light this candle to represent honesty. The third member attribute is service. Service is giving assistance and being ready and able to provide a helpful and useful act. We light this candle to represent service.
The fourth member attribute is responsibility. Responsibility involves the ability to act without guidance or superior authority and being answerable for your actions. We light this candle to represent responsibility. The fifth member attribute is scholarship. Scholarship is a distinctive mark of one who has mastered an area of learning as reflected in the quality of his or her work, especially with respect to scope, thoroughness, and care. We light this candle to represent scholarship. The sixth member attribute is citizenship. Citizenship is being entitled with full civil rights and exercising the duties, rights, and privileges of this status. We light this candle to represent citizenship. The seventh member attribute is leadership. Leadership is the responsibility of serving as a guiding force and directing the way by going first with courage and confidence. We light this candle to represent leadership.
Students, we hope you recognize these 7 attributes in yourself and value these qualities which make you eligible for membership in the National Technical Honor Society. Inductees will now be introduced and presented their pen and certificate.
Health Careers, Kayla Ald. Erica Klein. Are you Kayla? Kayla. Start here, go that way. Erica Klein. Yes. Reagan Goler. Kennedy Hudgens. Autumn Ingram. Rainey Leone. Bailey Guthrie. Brady Lower. Jaden Medley. Carmela Ringwald. Molly Smith. Margot Vickery. Hannah Wilson. Lily Jones. Avery Polito. Kinsey Rice. Summer Wallace. AMT and BET will be next after Advanced Health Careers. Nicole Barnhart. Kayla Martin. Brooklyn Tucker. Carson Wingo. Business? Not here. I don't see their certificates. Jillian Spoon. Asa Ward. We'll do criminal justice, and then carpentry will be next. Bridget Bailey. Bailey Calger. Carly Crossway. Jackson Seward. After carpentry, we'll do CNC and CNT, and then cosmetology. Carpentry, Grant Scallern. James Thorpe. CNC, Dylan Adams. Computer networking, Jason Hodges. Ethan Aller. After cosmetology, we'll do digital careers, early care. Adeline Cloud. Zoe Copeland. Kaylee Fryer. Jaylee McKee. Hallie Merritt. Kaylin Roberts. We'll do digital careers, early care. Ty Campbell. Christian Lovejoy. Ashlyn McMillan. After early care, we'll do electrical, then graphic design, then diesel. Autumn Blanton. Caitlin Chambers. Lily Durbin. Abigail Dushak. Nope. How about Sienna Epperson? Cameron Green. Angel Young. Electrical. Tristan Black. Ryan Hedge. Ty Mobbs. Graphic design, Nicholas Barnes. After diesel, we'll do CNC and pre-engineering. Matthew Berger. Mason Fulbright. Caden Nadeau. Connor Prim. Matthew Stokes. Jack Trainer. Connor Carrera. All right, pre-engineering. Alan Alexis. Shyla Arnold. Evan Babby. Ryan Bittner. Harmony Brandon. Victoria Clanton. Cole Conway. Kaya Crowder. James Fine. Katie Grant. Emma Hitt. Hermione Jones. Estelle Lilite. Eleanor Mosier. Jackson Patterson. Yesenia Rosas Garcia. Elijah Whitehead.
Do we have any inductees in attendance that may have gotten their certificate stuck in the wrong folder that did not get one, that we did not call? All right.
Students, welcome. You're now official members of the National Technical Honor Society. New members, please stand up and join us in reciting the NTHS pledge located on the back of your program. As a member of the National Technical Honor Society, I pledge to maintain the highest standard of personal conduct. I will apply myself to continue a record of scholastic achievement, and I will strive for excellence in all aspects of my education. I will invest my talents, my skills, and my knowledge in a career of my own choosing, and shall always endeavor to uphold my obligations as a citizen of my community and country. Thank you.
I would like to congratulate each of you for your accomplishments thus far and on becoming members of the National Technical Honor Society. As you go back to your programs, if you have not already, be sure to stop by and grab your cookie and water. Thank you for taking part in today's ceremony, and it is now concluded. Thank you all.
Yeah, that was fun.
Would you like to blow the candle?
Dude, I was so happy when we did that one back there. I was so disappointed that it blew out. I was like, oh.
Once I saw
I knew that one was gonna blow out because as soon as I lit it, it was just so tiny. It like would not pull the light. It's gonna get.
I think that went well.